So the Trump show continues and it's a complete disaster. He's already flip-flopping, rolling back on tariffs. He's also bringing DOGE back to heel Elon Musk. And I'm going to tell you what I think Trump's motivation is for these tariffs, because economically, they don't really make sense. And he will be advised that these probably aren't the best decision for America right now. So let's get straight into the video.
President Trump tonight with another new stance on his own trade war, a partial reprieve on his 25% tariffs on goods from Mexico and Canada.
We helped them out with the problem they were having to do with the tariffs. We had a very
Which are illegal, by the way. When you're changing tax laws and tariffs, you have to go through Congress. He's not done that. He's just doing them. Insane.
good conversation.
Following a call with Mexico's President Claudia Sheinbaum, Mr. Trump backing off on tariffs on imports that fall under the United States-Mexico-Canada trade agreement that he negotiated during his first term. That's about half.
Imagine having to take a phone call with Donald Trump because you know you've just got to massage his ego. That's the way to win him over and be like, Trump, you're so great. These tariffs are great. Great idea. Best tariffs in the world. What can we do for you? And just really like, but he's so weak. He's already rolling back. Like, massive weakness from Trump.
Half of Mexican imports and covers about 38% from Canada, according to a White House official. Among them, cars, appliances, prescription drugs, produce, and textiles.
April 2nd is going to be a very big day.
Which the cost will be put onto the consumer. So, cars will go up. Technology, produce, clothing will go up. That's not what the American public voted for. They voted for lower gas prices, which will go up. Lower grocery prices, it will go up. And will there be pushback? I think there will in time. Maybe not now, because a lot of people, you know, they want to save face. They're like, oh, no, they're expecting hard times. You know, Trump said, oh, you know, it might be difficult first of all, but in the long run. But it won't be in the long run. So,
For America.
But the president also made clear it's a pause for now.
Now, these are countries and companies, foreign companies that have been ripping us off.
Trump saying the tariffs are on hold only until April 2nd, the same date he vows to match all international taxes from any U.S. trading partner. And for investors, the threats and then retreats meant more uncertainty. And for affected U.S. business.
And Trump must be going wild now because I'll tell you why I think he's doing these tariffs. So first of all, what else is he going to do? So once he's done, put the tax cuts bill through, which will go through, what else is he going to do? Well, this is his little pet project, his fixation. He's had an obsession with tariffs since the 1980s. And I honestly think this is the reason, I can't confirm 100%, but I think the reason why he's obsessed with tariffs is because he's probably being advised against them. So he's obsessed with tariffs. His, you know, consultants, economists, experts are being, right, maybe this isn't the time, trying to divert him away like they have to because he is like a child. That would make him more stubborn and want to do it. It'd be like, okay, they're telling me not to do it. I want to do it. And there's so many accounts in books. Michael Wolff, Maggie Haberman has written books about this where he will blatantly just contradict what his lawyer's advice is, what his staffers, his aides, his advisors, just because of ego. Like, he just wants to be right. And he's quite an indecisive guy. That's why he's going back and forth, because he really wants tariffs, and then he's probably getting pounded by people saying, these are compromising the stock market. Look at the NASDAQ, the Dow Jones. Like, and he's probably going insane behind the scenes. So what does he do? Will he actually do it? Like, it's 50-50. He's so unpredictable.
This is the back and forth is part of the pain.
We use U.S. steel for the
Earlier this week, as the tariffs were set to take hold, we met Chuck Dardis, president of Alpha USA, an auto parts manufacturer just outside Detroit.
Chuck, tariffs on Canadian goods mean what for you and your business?
it means dramatically increased costs that we might not be able to recover.
Now, with today's pause for Mexico and Canada,
Insane.
along with yesterday's announcement of a 1-month exemption for
And Trump will be completely unaware of this, and people will be telling him as well. His staffers, aides, advisors will be saying, this is going to impact business. And he's like, he doesn't care. It doesn't impact his business, does it? He doesn't run a car. Like, if he did, it'd be a very different matter. But it doesn't affect him. The increased prices of cars and food and clothing also won't affect him. It's just his little ego project. And you can't run a government like this. Like, why has this man been elected?
auto import tariffs.
What is certain for you right now?
There really isn't any certainty for it. I feel that this is just kicking the can down the road. The only thing I guess to be certain is that we got 30 more days to worry about it.
Border taxes on steel and aluminum begin March 12th. Relief for the auto industry ends April 2nd. Darda says that leaves companies like his exposed.
If we were hit with the whole thing, it could very well wipe out our net income. Not ours, not just ours, but many others.
All right, Christine joins us live in studio. So, Christine, let's go back to the big.
So, this compounded effect of increased gas prices, people losing their jobs at the IRS and the federal government, tariffs, literally increasing the cost of living. The question is, will it have an impact on Trump's rating? Because we have the midterms next year. I think it will. But it's a question of, is he trying to crash the economy? Because it seems like he is. Like, is he trying to create a recession that his billionaire friends can benefit from? I think he maybe is. But what we kind of don't know. Like, that's the problem with someone like Trump, is that they're unpredictable. And that's not good for anybody. Like, it creates an unstable world geopolitically, markets, business, and what's he going to do? Is he going to go through with the tariffs? I think he will.
Headline here. Are people going to see prices rise? And if so, when?
Well, look, some people are going to start to see prices rising pretty much right away, Tom. We shouldn't forget there are 20% tariffs on China in effect right now. And for things like autos and produce that are getting this pause, it's only for a month or so. Then the border taxes.
And people didn't vote for this. So there has to be, there will be a certain level of MAGA who are cult, they will just follow him. They'll be like, well, we're going to feel some pain, but in the long term, it's going to be better. But people are going to realize, wait a minute, he lied to us. He didn't reduce grocery prices. My gas isn't cheaper, and I can't afford a car now. It's truly insane. We do live. It is like an episode of Idiocracy. You couldn't make this up. You couldn't write this.
Could come back and be passed right along to consumers again.
All right, Christine Roman's leading us off here. Christine, thank you. Now to President Trump's efforts to downsize the government and the new limits he's placing tonight on Elon Musk. Trump saying he wants to cut the federal workforce down with a scalpel, not a hatchet. Gabe Gutierrez tonight with the late...
He knows. He'll know that the polls are going down. People are potentially going to turn on him. He'll be having people telling him, slow down, and he'll be going mental. He'll be shouting, he'll be screaming, crying. Honestly, the accounts of him in the background are insane. He is like a child. And it's again, this isn't how the richest country on the planet should be run.
Developments at the White House.
2 weeks after Elon Musk waved a chainsaw to symbolize his Department of Government Efficiency's plans to shred federal spending, tonight President Trump says he wants a more measured approach.
I want the cabinet members to keep good people. I don't want to see a big cut where a lot of good people are cut.
The president posting DOGE has been an incredible success, but for future downsizing, cabinets.
Has it? Have they cut even that much? They've just cut jobs, jobs that would impact on the economy. Unemployment, these are for Elon Musk, it's just fun and games. But these kind of ideological positions, they have real life impacts on people's lives. And although people voted for this, I don't think they realize really what they're getting or what Trump really stands for. And that's the sad thing, because they kind of have been duped.
Secretaries will be in charge and can be very precise as to who will remain and who will go, using a scalpel instead of a hatchet. The new limits on Musk come after some cabinet members had told their employees not to respond to Musk's directives to list their accomplishments.
Elon and the group are going to be watching
That's
them.
so hilarious that people are just saying, like, emails like, justify what you do, tell me what you do in a day, and then just being told, just don't reply to him. He's such a pathetic man. And why is he even there? Like, what is Elon Musk like?
If they can cut, it's better. And if they don't cut, then Elon will do the cutting.
The president also saying today he spoke with advisors about eliminating the Department of Education.
Well, I want to just do it. I mean, we're starting the process. We're trying to get the schools back.
How? Like, why?
Into the states. Let the states run the schools.
Education is already largely run by state and local governments. Just 8% of funding comes from the feds. But the department...
Yeah, isn't state education, it's funded by housing taxes. So, yeah.
Distributes billions of federal dollars to schools and manages federal student loans. The president says scrapping it would mean that responsibility might fall to other agencies.
I don't think the education should be handling the loans. That's not their business.
He argues abolishing the department could help bring up low test scores by sending federal money back to states in block grants. In Louisiana, State Superintendent of Education Cade Brumley supports that idea.
We would welcome the opportunity here within the state of Louisiana to have more control and more say over the way in which students are educated.
While Heather Stanbaugh, a high school teacher in rural Ohio, worries any loss of federal funds would harm low-income families.
Any number of those teachers, those aides that work with those students every day, if we can't find a way to recoup those funds, they are in absolute jeopardy.
The president can.
Trump and Musk do not care about low-income students. Like, that's why they want to get rid of it. They literally see it as an inconvenience, a waste of money, education. Like, this is who they are. Like, again, when Trump says who he is to listen to him, what he cares about, it's not you.
Not wipe out an entire federal agency without Congress, but the administration may look for ways to defund specific programs instead.
Will Representative Green present himself to the will?
On Capitol Hill, tensions over the administration's agenda are boiling over.
The House had come to order. The House had come to order.
Today, all Republicans and 10 Democrats voted to censure Texas Democrat Al Green for heckling President Trump during his address on...
Pathetic. The Democrats are truly toothless, pathetic, impotent. Why are they not fighting back against this? Like, what are they saying? Like, what is their response to what Trump's doing? The tariffs, the DOGE cuts, like cuts to Medicaid. They want to cut social... What is their response? Like, they have nothing. And now they're censuring this guy who's actually having a voice. It's pathetic. Like, the Democrat Party are completely cooked. They're done. Like...
Tuesday. Chaos erupting on the House floor.
Good on the lad.
And Gabe, tonight I know there's new headlines and videos out of Ukraine.
Yeah, so will this impact Trump's popularity? In the end, it will. It'll take some time. But when people see their gas prices going up, they realize they've been lied to. Some will save face. But I think a lot of people will go, yeah, we've been lied to. Trump doesn't care about us. Trump just cares about his billionaire friends, Elon Musk, Peter Thiel, Mark Andreessen, Zuckerberg, Bezos, and then we can start building a alternative, because the Democrats are horrible at the moment. They are moving to the right, and that's not the solution. So hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next video.